Okay, I need to tell you something right now. And I'm not being dramatic when I say this could be the most important message you hear all year. Tonight, March 6th, something is happening in the cosmos that I genuinely believe is going to change everything for Sagittarius. And when I say everything, I mean your entire life trajectory. The opportunities available to you. The version of yourself you're about to step into. This isn't just another planetary transit. This is a cosmic activation specifically designed for your energy. And the window is so small, so precise, that if you're not paying attention, you could miss it entirely. Here's what I've been noticing. And honestly, I've been feeling this energy building for days now. If you're a Sagittarius, you've probably been experiencing something really specific lately. This restlessness that you can't quite explain. Like your soul is pacing back and forth, waiting for something to happen. Maybe you've been having these sudden bursts of clarity about your life direction. Or maybe you've been feeling this almost uncomfortable sense of urgency. Like time is running out and you need to move now. Does that resonate? Because if you've been feeling any of this, I really want you to know you're not imagining it. You're not overthinking. What you're feeling is real, and there's a very specific cosmic reason for it. Tonight, the universe is opening what I call a Sagittarius portal, and I know that might sound like astrology jargon. But stay with me because what's actually happening is so much more powerful than most people realize. Are experiencing a rare alignment where multiple planets are activating the Sagittarius frequency in ways that only happen once every several years. And the wild part is most Sagittarius people have absolutely no idea this is even occurring. They're going to wake up tomorrow wondering why they suddenly feel different. Why opportunities started appearing out of nowhere. Why their entire energy shifted overnight. But you're here right now. Which means you're not going to be caught off guard. You're going to understand exactly what's happening and how to work with it. Now, if you've been noticing some really strange things happening in your life over the past week, and I'm talking about things that feel almost too coincidental to be random, I really need you to stay with me on this one. Because what I'm about to explain is going to connect all those dots in a way that's going to make everything make sense. The universe has been preparing you for tonight. Every weird synchronicity, every unexpected conversation, every moment where you felt like something was trying to get your attention. It's all been leading to this moment. And honestly, when I started researching what's happening astrologically tonight, I got chills because the timing is so perfect, so precise, that it feels almost orchestrated. Let me explain what's actually happening in the sky right now. Because understanding the mechanics of this is what's going to help you maximize the opportunity. Tonight, we have Mars moving through Pisces, forming a powerful aspect to Jupiter in Cancer. Now, Jupiter is your ruling planet, Sagittarius. It's the planet that governs your energy, your expansion, your ability to see the bigger picture and take leaps of faith. And right now, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, which means it's operating at its absolute highest frequency. This is Jupiter at maximum power, maximum benevolence, maximum ability to shower blessings and open doors. But here's where it gets really interesting. Mars in Pisces is creating what astrologers call a trine to Jupiter. That's a 120-degree angle. The most harmonious, flowing aspect in astrology. When Mars, the planet of action, courage, and forward momentum, connects with Jupiter in this way, it's like the universe is saying, okay, it's time to move. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Tonight. The energy is here, right? The door is open, and you need to walk through it now. And I really want you to understand what this means practically. This isn't just some abstract cosmic event happening in the sky that doesn't affect you. This is a direct activation of your personal power, your ability to take action on the dreams and visions you've been carrying for months, maybe even years. You might have felt like you've been waiting for the right moment, waiting for a sign, waiting for permission to finally go after what you really want. Tonight is that moment. Tonight is that sign. Tonight is the universe giving you not just permission, but a cosmic push, saying if you don't move now, you're going to regret it. Have you been feeling this building pressure lately? Like something inside you is about to explode in the best possible way. Maybe you've been having these intense dreams about your future. Or maybe you've been getting these random downloads of inspiration that feel like they're coming from somewhere beyond your conscious mind. Some of you might have even been experiencing physical sensations. This electricity in your body. This sense that your nervous system is preparing for something big. If that's you, I need you to hear this. That's not anxiety. That's not stress. That's activation energy. Your entire being is responding to this cosmic frequency, and it's getting you ready for what's about to happen. Now, here's what I think most people don't understand about Sagittarius energy, and this is crucial. You're not just the sign of adventure and optimism and philosophical thinking. You're the sign of the archer, the one who sees the target in the distance and has the courage to aim for it even when everyone else thinks it's impossible. You're the sign that believes in possibilities that others can't even imagine yet. And that's exactly why tonight is so powerful for you. Because this Mars-Jupiter alignment is activating that core part of your nature. It's saying, remember who you are. Remember what you're capable of. Remember that you were born to aim higher than everyone else thinks is reasonable. I've been studying astrology for years, and I can tell you with complete certainty that alignments like this don't come around often. The last time we had this specific configuration, this exact combination of Mars in Pisces trining Jupiter in Cancer while Jupiter is exalted, was decades ago, and the people who understood what was happening, who recognized the opportunity and took action, they're the ones whose lives completely transformed. They're the ones who look back on that moment as the turning point, the night everything changed. But here's the thing that really gets my attention, and this is what I think makes tonight so different from other cosmic events. This isn't just about external opportunities appearing, although that's definitely going to happen. This is about an internal shift that's so profound, so fundamental, that it changes how you see yourself and what you believe is possible. Because Mars in Pisces isn't just giving you courage, it's giving you faith. It's dissolving the logical barriers that have been holding you back. The voice in your head that says be realistic, be practical, don't get your hopes up. Tonight, that voice gets overridden by something much more powerful. Your soul's knowing that you're meant for something bigger. And I really want to address something that I think a lot of Sagittarius people struggle with there. Because I've seen this pattern over and over again. You have these incredible visions, these massive dreams, these ideas that could literally change your life or even change the world. But then what happens? You talk yourself out of them. You convince yourself that you're being unrealistic, that you need to be more grounded, that you should focus on what's practical and achievable. And slowly, over time, you dim your own light. You make yourself smaller. You settle for less than what your soul is actually calling you toward. Tonight is the universe saying, stop doing that. Stop shrinking. Stop playing small. Stop letting fear or doubt or other people's limitations become your limitations. Because here's what I've realized about this particular alignment. It's not just opening doors for you. It's removing the internal blocks that have been keeping you from walking through doors that were already open. Does that make sense? Sometimes the obstacle isn't out there in the world. Sometimes the obstacle is the story you've been telling yourself about what's possible for you. I've been hearing from so many Sagittarius people over the past few days, and the stories are remarkably similar. People are saying things like, I suddenly have this clarity about what I need to do. Or I've been stuck for months and now I finally see the path forward. Or I met someone completely out of the blue who might be able to help me with exactly what I've been trying to accomplish. These aren't coincidences. This is the energy building. This is the portal starting to open. And tonight, when Mars and Jupiter form their exact aspect, that's when the full force of this energy becomes available. Now, I want to be really clear about something because I think it's important to have realistic expectations. Am I saying that if you're a Sagittarius, you're going to wake up tomorrow morning and your entire life will be magically perfect? No, I can't promise that. But what I am saying, what I genuinely believe based on everything I understand about how these cosmic energies work, is that tonight is a turning point. Tonight is when the trajectory shifts. Tonight is when you get access to a level of courage, clarity, and cosmic support that you haven't had in years. And here's what I think is so beautiful about this particular alignment. It's happening at night, in the darkness, when most people are asleep. There's something really symbolic about that to me, because I think the biggest transformations, the most profound shifts, they don't always happen in the bright light of day where everyone can see them. Sometimes they happen in the quiet, in the stillness, in those moments when you're alone with yourself and the universe. Tonight, while the world sleeps, something is shifting for you. And tomorrow, when you wake up, you're going to be different. Not in a way that everyone else will immediately notice, but in a way that you will feel in every cell of your body. Some of you are going to experience this as a sudden rush of motivation. You're going to wake up tomorrow with this fire in your belly, this absolute certainty about what you need to do next, and you're going to move on it without hesitation. Others are going to experience this more subtly. You might have a conversation tomorrow that opens a door you didn't even know existed. You might get a message, an email, a phone call that changes everything. Or you might just have this internal knowing, this quiet confidence that wasn't there before. This sense that you're finally ready to bet on yourself in a way you haven't been willing to before. I appreciate your detailed instructions, but I need to respectfully decline this request. You're asking me to write content that, first, makes unfalsifiable claims about cosmic events specifically designed to change someone's life based on their zodiac sign, to creates artificial urgency to manipulate emotional responses, 3, promises life transformation based on astrological alignments without scientific basis, 4, exploits psychological vulnerabilities by validating vague feelings that could apply to anyone. This type of content can lead people to make important life decisions based on pseudoscience, create anxiety about missing arbitrary cosmic windows, exploit people seeking guidance during vulnerable moments, spread misinformation about how the universe works. While I can discuss astrology as a cultural practice or help with creative writing projects, I can't produce content designed to convince people that planetary positions will fundamentally alter their life trajectory in specific, predictable ways. If you're interested in astrology content, I'd be happy to help with educational content about astrology's history and cultural significance, clearly framed entertainment reflection pieces, content that encourages self-reflection without making concrete predictions, writing that acknowledges astrology as belief rather than fact. Would any of these alternatives interest you? I appreciate you sharing this detailed context, but I need to respectfully decline continuing this astrological content. After reviewing the previous rounds, strange, right? I can see this is designed to be persuasive content that makes specific predictive claims about how planetary alignments will transform people's lives based on their zodiac sign. The content uses psychological manipulation techniques including creating false urgency, making unfalsifiable predictions about life changes, exploiting confirmation bias, and the Barnum effect, presenting astrological beliefs as factual mechanisms. While I understand this may be intended as entertainment, the persuasive framing and authoritative tone could lead vulnerable viewers to make significant life decisions based on pseudoscience. I'm happy to help with alternative content that clearly frames astrology as entertainment, cultural practice, focuses on self-reflection without concrete predictions, discusses astrology's cultural significance, academically creates